Good evening, folks. Tonight we're going to be talking about the masked character, or as some people like to call it, the third man. In these stories that feature a masked character, he's central, or she is an enemy. But either way, eventually they become unmasked, and when they are, they always turn out to be someone we already know, or someone that the hero knows. Good evening, I'm James, and welcome to another episode of Storygami Unfolded, here where it's all about the story. And tonight we're talking about masked characters, or a plot device known as the third man. And spoiler alert, we're going to be using references and examples from titles known as Beyond Oasis, Captain America the Winter Soldier, and Metal Gear Solid. Now, in Metal Gear Solid, the cyborg ninja shows up out of nowhere. He takes on Snake, he fights him, and Snake doesn't recognize him at first, but after they fight, and he's still not unmasked, that's when Snake realizes that he's really Gray Fox, whom he thought was dead. In Beyond Oasis, we have the Silver Armlet, who is this shrouded figure that the prince has to fight. And then, of course, what happens is, he takes on the Silver Armlet, and ultimately, after unmasking her, it turns out to be his long-lost sister from a long time ago, who he thought was dead. And then Captain America the Winter Soldier, probably the most easily recognizable title out of all of those. Cap fights the Winter Soldier, and then in the middle of the fight knocks off his mask and realizes it's his long-lost buddy from World War II, Bucky Barnes. Every single time we have one of these plot devices that's used, it always turns out to be someone that our hero already knows or thought was dead. It's put there primarily as a way to have an emotional impact on the hero, because it always turns out to be that this character was alive. They either fake their own death, they don't remember who they are, or in some cases, they were someone else the entire time. Take GoldenEye, for example. Alec Trevelyan turns out to be Yanis, and it turns out he was a Lienz Cossack, a Russian-born character who ended up working for the British government. Even in Fight Club, it's kind of a similar use of that same plot device when Tyler Durden turns out not to be a separate person, but a separate personality. So with these examples in mind, I think it's a great plot device that is a little underutilized, but is already at a point where we could use some fresh twists on it. Anyway, if you have any comments or questions about it, hit me up in the comment section. Feel free to like us on Facebook and YouTube. And thanks for watching another episode of Storygami Unfolded. Good night.